You'll see the real me. A disaster. The secrets that I keep locked like a monster.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and in today's video I want to talk about that potential Part 2 LR that is going to be coming really any time now. I mean, we're talking about the time that I am recording this being May 10th, so happy Goten Day to everyone that's out there. But right now we're going to go ahead and talk about the potential for the Part 2 LR. And first and foremost, I just think it's going to be a GT bosses. Let's just go ahead and get this thing out of the way. Completely makes sense. I mean, it's something that's completely set up. This is the first GT celebration. I'm sure that they're going to go back to movies right after this, so that's why I kind of have a hard time thinking that the next celebration would be anything other than movies. I mean, I guess it could potentially be Dragon Ball GT related, but I just don't think so. So these are the units currently right now for GT bosses. So obviously we have the leader, which we'll take a look at here in a second, in the Shadow Dragons, and then we have the LR Super Baby 2. The Giant is actually his form. We'll take a look at him, Giant Ape, there. But, I mean, there's not a whole lot of units for this. I mean, you've got the Metal Rildo, you've got Omega Shenron, Sin Shenron, we've got Angel Cell, Angel Frieza, Super 17. You know, not really like a ton of units that they could turn around and go for. I mean, first looking at this, I would probably say Tech would be the unit of choice here, just because they only have one in Nova Shenron. So it's going to be very interesting to try to figure out exactly what's going to happen here. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have currently right now. So right now, this is the leader, GT Bosses category 3, HP attack and defense 130. Obviously a very good unit with the super attack being able to lower attack and defense, and then the ultra super attack being able to lower attack and defense with a medium chance of stunning. But when you kind of break everything down here, you can look at his passive skill. We'll kind of pass everything right now because we are talking about specifically GT bosses. So they are a category allies key +3 attack and defense +30%. So that's pretty interesting the way that they have that situated there. Just on a standpoint of they're going to almost be there for some really great stats of being an LR stats, but at the same time they're going to be kind of your off rotation key units. I mean, you can run them on main rotation by all means, shouldn't be a problem. But, I mean, they're basically there for support. So that's going to be pretty interesting, in which one unit I did not get a chance to actually open up here. I'll go ahead and start bringing him up. But we'll kind of go from him. Wait for this kind of open up here. Now, this is the Metal Rildo. This is after his EZA. And you can see here that when you're going through here, you can take a look. It says attacks effective against all types and high chance of stunning an attacked enemy for 2 turns when there's a GT Heroes enemy. Oh wait, that's not the one I wanted to read. See, helps if you sit there and pay attention. Okay, GT Bosses category. Allies key +2, defense +40%. So he does boost the defense then for the GT bosses. So he's going to be your booster that you're going to be able to easily turn around and throw with it. Not to mention he's got a number of other things. So he's going to be just your tank on the team. So that's kind of where we go through and try to figure out, okay, so probably not going to be him, not going to be another Shadow Dragon's army. Could potentially be an Omega Shenron or a Sin Shenron, or maybe one of the other dragons, but I just don't think that's the case because they are easily Dokkan Fest exclusive level LRs. I mean, I think that when they turn around, I really think what's going to end up happening is the 7-year anniversary is going to be GT themed, and I think that's when we're going to see probably those units starting to come through with something. So that really pretty much leaves down to, I mean, one of the Angel units between Cell and Frieza, which I don't think that's going to happen. They just weren't in there enough. Super 17 would be great, but then you're talking about replacing him unless it's Android 17 plus Hellfighter 17 that merged to become Super 17. That is a potential, but I just don't think that's the case. So I think what we're going to turn around and see is some form of Baby. And this right here is the breakdown of what we currently have with the Super Baby 2. I mean, easily could be another artificial life forms, maybe 170 lead for them with a category key +4. But then also turn around and add to the GT, and I think that's going to be something that's going to be very beneficial going from that standpoint. And then the fact that you can go ahead and run them, and if we take a look at just their links here, Thirst of Conquest, Metamorphosis, Big Bad Bosses, GT, Hatred of Saiyans, Shattering Limit, and Legendary Power. So if we keep looking at all the other versions of Baby right now currently in it, you got, again, Thirst for Conquest, Metamorphosis. This has got Coward, but GT and Hatred for the Saiyans and Shattering the Limit, because this is the one that's the, I think this, no, this isn't the free-to-play one, this is the one that is the 120 max. That is the TUR level of the previous one. So, I mean, 1, 2, what, 3, 4? Does he have Shattering the Limits as well? I don't think so. Yeah, he does have Shattering Limits. So, 5 units. I mean, Big Bad Bosses is what you're trading in for a Coward there. And then even if you were to turn around and use the other one, I could see this guy here maybe getting an easy A in Part 2. I mean, it's hard to say considering the fact that we do also have the Super Saiyan 4s are going to be coming up, so maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, but you never know. And then this guy, well, no, that was the Metal Rildo, so that's going to be everything that we currently have right now for Baby. So when we actually take a look at the different things that can turn around with Baby, you can easily come around and have just a Baby unit. Here, this is just kind of the quick breakdown of how he transformed him. He ended up infecting some of the other characters, so maybe he's going to be a boost to those possessed units of possessed Trunks, possessed Gohan, a possessed Vegeta, easily able to turn around and get some of those different units. Goten was another one. Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, I think, are the main ones that he possesses, which currently have TURs in the game. So it would be something that would make benefit of making them really kind of more powerful. Here you can actually see, I think that is Gohan beating up on Vegeta here, and then obviously when he becomes Baby Vegeta, you can start seeing his different transformations. But again, I think they're going to want to turn around and have him be able to link up very well with this guy right here. So I think you're going to see a lot of the same categories, and I think what they could end up doing is just straight up calling him Baby for the unit. And they have a lot of really cool potential, because you can see here he actually comes out of Vegeta at one point. He still looks the same, but he's just straight Baby, so you could have that, or maybe you could have Baby Youth with him having this area right here. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what they end up doing with that. I think that this is actually a unit that could turn around and be really, really devastating. Because if we take a look at, again, some of these GT bosses, I mean, they don't mesh up real well. Imagine this, okay? You turn around and you give him a really cool link skill that lets him mirror anyone else that's linked to him. It's perfect for the same name, because it doesn't make a difference. He literally could just mirror whatever it is. So now he's going to be boosting all the other units. I mean, imagine just right away just boosting this guy. I mean, so you're talking 10 on attack and defense, another 10 for attack and defense with Metamorphosis, 25 on attack and defense, GT another 10, Hatred of the Saiyans another 10, I mean, another 5% there, and then you have Legendary Power you'd be kicking in. I mean, any unit that he'd be able to just straight up mirror, I think would be pretty interesting. Not to mention, I think you could probably get another really good passive skill that would have him really be devastating towards Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, maybe even turn around and have just a universal, maybe he could be, something can be just a boost to everyone, or maybe just a boost to extreme class units. I mean, they could really have a lot of fun with him. So I really think you're going to find something like that, probably again staying with the lowering attack kit that they seem to all have. And the reason why I think he can end up being another good boost potentially for GT bosses is, yes, even though you have, you know, the Metal Rildo and you've got the Shadow Dragons for the chance to be able to boost, you know, turn around and can end up being something pretty cool there. So, guys, that's my prediction. That's who I think we're going to turn around and end up getting with the Part 2 LR. If we end up getting one, it's not confirmed, but there's a pretty good chance we're going to end up getting a Part 2 LR because of the way some wording and things were set up. But I think we can end up turning around just getting a straight baby LR. But guys, that's going to be it. That's going to be today's video. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you guys are going down, hitting that red subscribe button, and don't forget that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I'm uploading a new video. But otherwise, guys, let me know down in the comments below who you want to see for an LR, and then what maybe you think some of their kit can turn around and end up being. But guys, that's it. That's today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.